I'll continue on. In 1996, the European policies, I didn't know it was European at the time, I just knew it was for drug services, they decided that we should all be collecting information to assess and tell the outcomes because we were spending public money, which didn't really work with women crack cocaine users as soon as they're coming in wanting to know everything about them so that we could assess them. So, and I'd been up to that point allowed to do it how I felt it needed to be done, which was to listen to the women and not really care whether she's Minnie Mouse or Tweety Pie. But then I had to do that, so I set up my own drug service, and because I was the leading person in it and the only person training on how to work with drug users, I set up Higher Insight and offered training to workers in the field so that they would know how to work with women crack cocaine users. There was an interview with Community Care magazine, which is the social services magazine, which I think has been removed as well now, and that's the article that was written because a journalist come to ask me, about them policies above that the government written, which were, in my mind, not good enough and not of the right direction. So I answered her question. No one else was able to because they all worked for the drug services and was scared that they would lose their funding, but I didn't get funding, so I funded myself through this training. And then I run my services for women crack users for free, although I did help men too. So these were my flyers that I used to advertise, and then the men moaned that I was being against equal opportunities, and that because I didn't train men on how to work with women, so I set up training for how to work with men. And anyone could come to that, and that didn't sell as well. But then there's User's Voice, that's another magazine that used to come out, and I think that's an interview. It'll say there. And then, so then I tried to offer training to prison services, and I offered them and said I could come in and train them how to work with the users and train the users and to help each other, but they wrote back, the drug czars, saying that no, they didn't really have a crack problem. But the girls in there said that over 60% of the women, this was in about 97, 98, no, it must have been 97, because by 98 my spine collapsed, funny that. So I wasn't able to walk or do anything. But meanwhile, the Scottish Advisory Committee on Drug Misuse phoned me and asked me to come and speak at their meetings and their conference, but I, being treated so badly by England, was sort of a bit resistant. So I said, no, I'm not coming all that way, but I'll tell you what you need to have. And they wrote it word for word. So big up Scottish Advisory Committee on Drug Misuse, because they didn't disrespect me in any way. And so these are the books. That's on the Women and Crack book. But yeah, I suppose it's a bit misleading. Now that's how I explain how the system of charities don't work for people in our positions. This is Sodexo, the prison that no one else speaks against, but they're treating women really badly in the prison. So yeah, I've made 2 videos now, and that'll be that. Alright, so I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm trying, and I'm hoping it will work, this video, because sometimes I don't get any sound. Anyway, my name's Louise Clarke, and I have 2 websites, higherinsight.webs.com and higherinsight.co.uk, which is my newer website. And then I have all the other little branches of social media. But I sort of get hidden. They called it shadow banning. So even though I'm offering, much information on how to get off of crack, how to deal with many things of life that are not to be talked about, they get hidden. So hopefully if you see this, you'll see that I'm not some lemon. I knew what I was doing, and they knew that in the 90s. But because of the policies, I suppose. I don't know, well, many things, because they tried everything after that to get control of me. Anyway, I think that'll do for now, so I hope you get to see this video and hear me speak.